Man, there's some verses in the Bible that we just skim right over, and it's such a shame because it's the solution to so many problems. One of them that I've been thinking about a lot lately that solved a huge issue at my work, dealing with just really difficult people to communicate who complain all the time and create a situation where if you agree with them or listen to them for too long, it literally starts to hurt your body, every part of it, and give you so much anxiety. And then you wonder why, and you start blaming them. And this verse came up in my understanding when I read it, and it just changed everything. It was actually two verses, but one of them was, a wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. And the reason why that healed me was because I realized that a breach in my spirit must have meant perverseness in my own tongue. And I realized that it wasn't just when I spoke, but when I thought certain thoughts too that created that pain. And I realized that that pain directly was linked to not taking responsibility for my own thoughts that were arising out of my heart and blaming someone else. Like my pain was actually coming from blame for the way I felt. And it just made it worse. And so another verse came across my eyes because I was reading, obviously. And it said, a man shall have joy by the answer of his lips. And I was like, oh my God, there it is again. Same thing. It's our response that gives us joy, which means it's not other people that control our emotions. They can't make you feel anything. It is us. It's our response that changes the way we feel about anyone's tone, anyone's language, and that will set you free right there. It is huge. But I realize over and over, it says the tongue of the wise is health. It says when wisdom enters your heart, it will be health to all your flesh. Other places it says that wisdom goes down into your marrow. It's like, whoa, that's incredible. So it's your response that gives you joy. It's not what people say. God's grace is available for you in every situation. That's why Paul said, I have learned how to abound in necessities. So you can see someone treating you terribly as a necessity and a lack, but you don't have to have that lack mindset. I was reading Deuteronomy the other day. It said the same thing. It said, I basically cursed you. Deuteronomy chapter 28. God said, I cursed you because you did not serve the Lord your God with joyfulness. And what was the other one? It was another word just like joyful. And it said, for the abundance of all things. It's like, whoa, so there's God there himself right there telling you that there's an abundance mindset for everything you have and a lack mindset towards everything you have. And you can either see it as limitless resources, God's grace that's sufficient for you in all circumstances, and that changes the way you feel about it, changes who you are about it. You can acknowledge him in all your ways, and then he directs your path, and you have abundant life, right? I've come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. Life is the ultimate value that we're all looking for. People are trying to buy it with money. People are trying to preserve it with time. People are trying to reverse it with Botox and things. People are trying to cover it up with makeup. People are trying to find it through all sorts of types of pleasures and things that all come from the fear of death. But really, life is the abundance that we're looking for. So in necessities, we don't have to worry about the way people are treating us. We don't have to worry about the way things look. We don't have to worry about what we have in front of us or don't have. Because the fact is, we have the ruler of the universe who made everything from scratch, from his word. And Jesus even demonstrated that here, where he could take 2 fish and 5 loaves and turn it into extra food for everybody, for thousands of people. So it's ridiculous. It's actually truth to recognize abundance and realize that it's our response by the grace of God that is infinitely available, that we have joy. So we can respond to the worst things with that. Knowing that will give you the power to be a martyr. It'll give you the power to humble yourself. It'll give you the power in relationships to do things with God by the relationship of God. So take that and be blessed in Jesus' name.